However, the consensus in French newspapers appears to be that the Tour de France is in tatters. A short time ago, I spoke to Jean Berthelot, who's covering the Tour for the France Soir newspaper. I asked him whether the Tour can continue.
Well, we think, François thinks that the Tour de France cannot continue this way. The real Tour de France must continue, yes, of course. But this one, the way it's organized now, cannot continue. The Tour of the Cheaters cannot stay.
So you, completely behind your newspaper's headline, we inform you with great sadness of the death of the Tour de France.
Yes, I'm completely behind this line, yes, because this tour is now dead and we have now to invent a new tour.
So, does that mean cutting out sponsors, cutting out teams? What are you talking about?
We're talking about, yes, first sponsors, and we're talking about a general feeling here in France, in fact. In France, the Tour de France is a national pride, you know. Every French is proud of the Tour de France, and we cannot recognize the values of the Tour the way it's organized now.
I can understand the logic of what you're saying, but realistically the present Tour will continue and will end in Paris on Sunday. What kind of reaction do you think the riders will receive as they come to the finishing line?
I think it will be very hostile. In fact, I think people are really fed up with this tour. Maybe you saw what Rasmussen had when he arrived yesterday, and I think some people will react the same way on Sunday. Because, as I told you, we were ashamed. Every French people is ashamed of what's happening now.
Who's being blamed for this? Is it the fact that there's so much money involved, or is it the individuals actually doing the doping?
Well, I think, as Christian Prudhomme said, he's one of the bosses of the Tour de France, he said that it's a whole system that has to be changed, because first, yes, of course there's a lot of money, but I don't know if it's the real problem. In fact, I'm not sure, and people here are not sure that the UCI really wants to fight against drugs.
I'm not aware of any French cyclists being caught for doping. At least does that give you some pride that French cyclists are not being caught?
Not really, in fact, because, for example, the Cofidis team, which was the team of the Italian guy who was caught, is French. We thought it was an example of what had to be done to fight against doping, and then we learned that it's also a problem in this team. So we don't know what to believe.
So for you, is it now a fight to preserve a great French institution?
Exactly. Yes. We all want to save the Tour de France. It's a great institution, as you said. Yes, exactly, and we all have to think about solutions to help the Tour de France.
French sports journalist Jean Berthelot in Paris.